Dirt Track Fever Showdown starts now. Here we go. Ronnie Bell Jr. with the early start. Bell falls to the back of the 4Q2, having some issues. Into 4, Jeffrey Abbey rockets to the front. Having a little issue there in turn 2. Lots of bumping and grinding action. Jeffrey Abbey now takes the lead. Followed up by the 7G, David Good Jr., the 10 of Dustin Robinson, 13H, Jason Hunter, and then Bell, and then McSpadden. 13H of Hunter having issues up in the turn 1 wall, gets right back into it. Jeffrey Abbey back to the front. And we go. Here comes the 10 of Dustin Robinson on the inside of the 7G. Down to the back stretch we go into turn number 3. They run the same line into 3. Out of 4, tries to swing it a little wide, and it doesn't work. In the meantime, Jeffrey Abbey takes off to the front and starts to pull away from the rest of the pack. Out of turn 2, here comes the number 10 of Robinson with a head of speed. Into 3. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. And the 13H of Hunter into the wall there, and 1 comes right back into it. We're still green. Abbey with a full head of steam, got about 10 lengths in between him and the number 10. The 7G falls back to 3rd. 13 pulls off the backside of the track as we continue on. Dustin Robinson trying to close in on the 37. Jeffrey Abbey sitting a comfortable spot. Here comes Ronnie Bell trying to close in on the 7G. McSpadden in 2, tries to gain up on the 4G2, sorry. 2 laps to go for Abbey. White flag for Abbey. Battle for second right now between the 10 of Robinson and the 7G of David Good Jr. The battle is for second right now. Little high out of 2 goes the 7G. Down the back stretch, he tries to close in on the 10. Checker flag going to come out for Jeffrey Abbey. But the story is the second place. It's going to be side by side out of turn number 4. Out of 4, we're going green. Here we go. After lap number 1, the 3C of Deming still holds the lead spot. Into 3 out of 4, Gober now in 3rd, second position. Going to be the 1B of Brandon Hood. Oh, spin out in turn number 1. Mr. J. Kuhn walking up right now. It's your favorite ex-Boyd announcer. We're going green, folks. Here we go. Into 4, we're coming out. Colin Deming still your leader. 3 laps complete. Here comes the 163 of Henderson, now up to third. Gober falling back one. Topside in out of two. In third place going to be Hardy Henderson, looking to move around the 1B of Hood. Started at the very back. Cross flags come out. We are 5 in and 5 to go. Hood finally catches the leader. We're going down the back stretch into turn number 3. Deming takes the low side. Hood on his tail. 3 to go. Here comes the 13G of Good. Trying to barrel to the inside of Henderson. Gober back in third. Here comes Henderson. Henderson on the backside of the 52. 2 laps to go this time around. Top side turn number 3 down to the low side. White flag comes out. 1 to go for the 3C of Deming. Battle for third right now. John Gober holds off Hardy Henderson, David Good Sr. Backside turn number 3 out of 4. Colin Deming's going to start as he finished. Or finish as he started, I should say. Green flag racing, here we go. Battle for the lead right now between Colton Mooney and Sarge, number 10. Howard Watson in third, the number 5 of Secret Bajent Man, Brian Bajent in fourth. The 66, Colton Mooney fighting off Sarge, going into turn number 1. Sarge, Cliff Wisnat, Bajent in third. Here comes Howard Watson trying to move back and get his position. Pamela Wisnat to just get a new car tonight. Sarge gets up front. We have a new leader, Cliff Wisnat. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. Sarge is your leader. Sarge pulling away from Mooney. Watson's got trouble on his rear. He's got the 01 of Pamela Wisnat and the...
Where are they doing the bid?
laps to go for Sarge. 2 laps to go for Clifton Wisnant. Colton Mooney in second. Secret Agent man Brian Bajent in third. Down the backstretch, Howard Watson finally got passed in the backstretch by the 01 of Pamela Wisnant. White flag comes out for the 10 car, 1 to go. The 11S of Scott Newberry also taking up ahead of Watson. Back into turn number 2. Sarge is going to take the checker. We are green, folks. Here we go. Bruce Henson going to take the early lead. After won the 313. Flags back up, here we go. As it sits right now, the 7R of Chris Kirsten still holding on to getting a little action there in turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, the 313 of Austin Smith in second. The 42, or the 47C of Clifton now in third. Started from the back. Flags are out. We are now halfway. Backstretch, we in action there between the 7 and the 313. Coming up on 2 laps to go. A little bumping in the back door, side by side out of 4. White flag going to be out this next time around. Here comes the 313. Austin Smith on the inside of the leader. Down in turn number 2. Into the backstretch. Side by side, here we go. Into 3. The 7 of Chris Kirsten, Austin Smith side by side on the low side. Out of 4, white flag comes out this time around. And the 7 of Chris Kirsten holds him off. Out in turn number 2. Flying down the backstretch. Here we go. Into turn number 3. On the back door of the 313 and the checker flag, it's going to fly. The 63 Colton Monroe going to be your pole sitter. Here we go. Devin Burgess to the front. Greg Frazier jumps 3 positions already. After 1, Devin Burgess takes it. Powers now up 2 positions, running 5th. The 11G Eddie Gramella moves to the inside of the 63 of Monroe. Burgess still leads it. Here comes Gramella, Frazier, and Powers. Gramella now falls back 2 positions. Falls back 1 position, I'm sorry. Frazier now side by side, tied for second, comes out of 4, and he is in second. Devin Burgess sits comfortably in a leader's position, but Greg Frazier is starting to move in. Down the backstretch we go into turn number 3. Gramella keeps his spot, trying not to let Powers through. Frazier now on the outside of Burgess. Burgess tries to hold him off. Frazier got a good run out on the outside. Greg Frazier takes the lead. Greg Frazier, your new leader. As the cross flags are out, we have halfway, 5 down and 5 to go. Greg Frazier starting to pull away from the 64 of Burgess. Here comes Eddie Gramella on the inside of the 63. Monroe get a little love tap coming out of 4. Powers right on the tail of the 63. Powers now on the inside, makes a pass as the 63 cuts into the infield. Coming down, we got 3 laps to go this time around. Frazier, Burgess, Gramella, and Powers. Eddie Gramella gets a little sideways in turn number 2. We're coming up on 2 laps to go this time. 2 laps for Greg Frazier. White flag going to come out for Greg Frazier. 1 to go. Devin Burgess flying, Ryan Powers, Olin Dillard, and Colton Monroe in the 3 out of 4. The checker going to go to the 66X. 66X, Greg Frazier going to take the checker. And here we go. Woo, little contact. We hold her together. Tyler Bragg shoots up to 3rd. Honish right here on his tail. 4G of Rawls now in 2nd. And the 114 of Ward going to hold on to his spot. Ward gets a little too high on the outside. Contact with the wall in turn number 1. But he's going to hold on to it. We're still going. Ward now falls to the back, so the 4G Garrett Rawls is going to take the lead position. Tyler Bragg on his tail. Here comes James Honish, falling back 1 to Dean Abbey. Hard hit by Kevin Ward, and he's still going, folks. Garrett Rawls, Tyler Bragg, Dean Abbey, James Honish, Quick Nick Klinkenbeard in the top 5. We go to the top side in turn number 2. Klinkenbeard on the low side of the 777 Honish. Honish gets passed by Klinkenbeard. Honish pulls it right back into 3. Klinkenbeard stays on the low side out of 4. It's side by side, Klinkenbeard and Honish. Abbey goes to the top of the track, having issues in turn 1, but he gets right back into it. Here comes Klinkenbeard now up to 4th. Honish falls back one. The 4G Garrett Rawls still holds your lead, followed up by the 24T Tyler Bragg, caught up in lap traffic now. Dean Nabby now on the backside of the 24T. We go into turn number 3. Rawls, Bragg, Abbey, your top 3. Here comes Klinkenbeard. We keep her going, folks. Abbey's closing in on the 24T. Klinkenbeard closing in on Abbey. It's just a good race all around, folks. We go into turn 3. Here comes the 24T and the 26. Abbey closing in on Bragg. Out of turn 4. We got 2 to go. And James Honish. We're green again, folks. Rawls got a lot of work to do to keep this spot. Abbey now in 2nd. Bragg trying to regain position. Rawls holds on to it. 2 to go this time around for Garrett Rawls. Quick Nick sitting in 4th, trying to close the gap between him and the 24. The white flag going to come out this time around for Garrett Rawls. Here comes Dean Abbey trying to move. Down in turn 1, Rawls takes the middle. Dean Abbey cuts to the inside. Down the back straightaway. Rawls holds it. Bragg still holds on to 3rd. We're going into 3. Abbey takes the middle line with Rawls and tries to cut her low. Rawls holds on to it, takes the checker flag. And here we go. Out of turn number 1, contact out of 2 between the 6C and the 07D. Crenshaw to the inside of the 07D, barreling into 3. Bissonette goes low. Crenshaw right on his tail. Crenshaw beating on the back door, ready to pass. He's going to take the low side, try to dig to the inside of Bissonette. Turn number 2. Here comes Crenshaw, takes the lead. Captain Kirk Martin now up to 5th. Into 3 out of 4, Caleb Crenshaw, still your leader. There's the 64 of Kerry White in 3rd. Captain Kirk Martin spins it in turn number 1. And we're green, here we go. Kerry White gets to the inside of Bissonette. Bissonette falls to 3rd. Crenshaw takes off with it. Brian Shute sitting in 4th. The 112 of Dustin White in 5th. Orball with contact in turn 2. And here we go. Contact in turn number 2. Martin eats a tire, but he's going to get right back in it. The 112 Dustin White having a little bumping battle with Kirk Martin. 6C of Crenshaw, the 64 of White, the 7 of Shute, and the 07D Bissonette, your top 4. Here comes the 69 Captain Kirk Martin. Crenshaw's got quite a bit of a lead on everybody else. Coming up on 2 laps to go this time around. 2 for Crenshaw. Kerry White. Brian Shute, Dennis Bissonette. Here comes Captain Kirk Martin on the backside of the 07 of Bissonette. Contact, turn number 2, rubbing them side by side out of 2. Martin moves up 1. 1 to go for Crenshaw. 64, Kerry White, Brian Shute, Captain Kirk Martin, Dennis Bissonette. And we're green, folks. Here we go. '21 of Pritchett. Jeffrey Abbey bumping and grinding out of turn number 1. And then 2. Abbey going to go to the outside of Pritchett. Contact into the tire in turn number 4. Pritchett going to fall back many spaces there. Jeffrey Abbey, your leader. Followed up by the 88, Blake Clark. Here comes the 12, Travis Graves. The 313 of Austin Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the 313, that is the former race car of Willis Price. That is the old white chick. Out there running tonight, folks. Contact with Andy Roller down the front stretch. Marty Sanders holding off the 63. Jeffrey Abbey in the ballpark by himself. The 12 of Travis Graves in second. The 88 of Blake Clark in third. Here comes Eggs Benedict in the 77A. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. Benedict on the backside of the 88. Barrels to the inside, tries to pass. 88 holds him off down the back straightaway. We go into turn number 3. Travis Graves closing in on Jeffrey Abbey. Benedict. Here comes the 88 of Clark. Trying to regain position. Bryce Pritchett hot on his tail. Track starting to rubber up on the bottom down there, folks. Two laps to go this time around for Jeffrey Abbey. White flag going to come out for Jeffrey Abbey this time. White flag for Abbey. Travis Graves, Aaron Benedict, and Blake Clark. Here comes Roller trying to get around the 56. Melvin Burrows got the 63 beating on the back door. Abbey takes the checker flag. And we're green. Here we go. As we start, Lee Riley already falling back 3 positions. Side by side, bumping action out of turn number 2. Lee falling way back. So right now is at 6. The 29, Marcus Harcrow, your leader, followed up by the 1 of Pritchett. And the 33C, the Breeze himself, Cosper. Cosper on the backside of the 29. Going into the top side of 3. He's going to stay the middle line with Marcus Harcrow out of 4. Cosper takes the lead out of 2. Abbey now up to 4th. Pritchett gets a little loose in turn number 1. Dean Abbey going to take him up on it. Dean Abbey now running 3rd. The 29 of Harcrow now in trouble. He's got the 26 of Abbey on his tail. Cosper, your leader. Here comes Abbey now in 2nd. Harcrow in 3rd, trying to regain position. Abbey will not let him have it. A little loose out of 2. Harcrow goes to the infield. Pritchett going to take his spot. There's the 22 of Muirhead. Two laps to go this time around for Charles Cosper. Dean Abbey in 2nd. Side by side, we got a little action in 3rd. Tyler Muirhead and Dwayne Pritchett. Out of turn 2, the action is in 3rd right now. Muirhead, Pritchett, a battle for position. White flag comes out for Charles Cosper. Dwayne Pritchett holds off Muirhead for now. What's going to happen in the final lap? Harcrow tries to regain position but can't quite get into it. Pritchett now ahead of the 22. Checker flag going to fly for Charles Cosper. Here we go. Green. Willie Crease with the early start. Try to make a move down the back straightaway, but the 1X Cass Griffin. As we roll, folks. A battle for 2nd right now. The 1X Cass Griffin, your leader. Followed up by the 133 Jay Turner and the 44H Nick Klinkenbeard. Those are your top 3. Quick, Nick Klinkenbeard now up to 2nd. Cross flags are out. We are halfway. The 1X Cass Griffin, your leader. Nick Klinkenbeard in 2nd. Jay Turner in 3rd. Here comes Michael Villanueva in 4th. Klinkenbeard slowly working his way towards the leader. The 133 Turner having some issues. Here comes Villanueva, now in third. Nick Klinkenbeard starting to close in on the 1X. Back straight away into turn number 3. Two flags come out, 2 laps to go. .45 having some issues, pulls it into the front of the infield. 2 laps to go. Ooh, 54 getting a little loose there in turn number 4. White flag comes out. 1 to go for the 1X of Cass Griffin. Nick Klinkenbeard trying to close in. Michael Villanueva in third. And we're green, here we go. Justin Boyd all the way up 3 positions, working on 4. Out in turn number 2. Up 2 more positions, he's up to 5th. Barreling into turn number 3, lap 1 complete. It's going to be the 2A of Armstrong in first. Kaiser in 4th. Boyd goes around him. 2 more spots down the backstretch. Boyd is now in 3rd. The 1 of Falcons. Boyd is now up to 2nd. Out of 2, down the backstretch. Here comes Boyd. Boyd flying. Flying into turn number 3. He's catching Armstrong. Justin Boyd now in turn 2. He is slowly closing in on Armstrong. Here comes the 8 and Todd Looney in 3rd. The 05. I'm sorry, the 05. We ain't got a number or a name for the 05. Justin Boyd has now caught the leader. Cross flags come out, 5 laps in, we are halfway. Action in the backfield, not a whole lot, but your top 3 guys are right there together. Charlie Armstrong, Justin Boyd, Todd Looney. We're going in at 33, spins it there in 4. He's going to pull up and out of the way. We're going to keep it green. Legacy Dwarf Cars, here we go. Justin Boyd takes the lead. Armstrong in 2nd. Turn number 3 out of 4. Armstrong trying to close in. Boyd holds him off. 2 laps to go for the 04. Armstrong back to the previous lap will take the lead. Justin gets into the loose stuff on the bottom of turn number 4. We go right into it. Turn number 1. Boyd now on the backside of the 2A, passing on the outside. Boyd now in 2nd. The 53. And he's now in 1st. And we're green, here we go. Wade White. I can't tell if that's the 68 or the 69 up front. That's Wade White. Here comes Abby closing in. No, that's Votal. Third place is Wade White, and he's closing in on Dean Abbey. The 01 of Hood. Caution is out. And we're back to green flag racing. Here we go. Michael Votal, Dean Abbey, Wade White, your top three. Here comes the 01 of Hood, trying to barrel in as well. Votal getting a little loose out of four. Wade White coming around. Dean Abbey. Abbey falls to third. Cross flags are out. We are halfway. Michael Votal, Wade White, Dean Abbey, last burst, same as the first. We're getting ready to go. 2 flags, 2 laps to go. Two to go for Michael Votal. Wade White, Dean Abbey. One to go for Votal. Hood falling back one behind the 19. Green flags up, here we go. Ooh, a little action there in turn number 2. Gets right back in it. We're going to stay green, folks. Here we go. The 1B of Hood now up front. The 126 of Palmer in second. Shane Pretty in third. And here we go. Brandon Hood, Shane Pretty, Palmer got put in the back on the green flag restart. The 32 of Joe Williams going to take third. Brandon Hood, Shane Pretty, the 32 of Joe Williams. Last verse, here comes Billy Brown. Downtown Billy Brown looking to move. 24, Joseph Hunt. The 24 of Joseph Hunt having issue. And we're going green again, folks. Here we go. The 24B, Joseph Hunt, now up to third. Pretty trying to get to the outside of the 1B. Hood holds him off. Shane Pretty trying to work the outside of the 1B of Hood. Down the backstretch, Hood holds him off. Hood takes a low side. Pretty falls to the top side. Down to the middle, cuts to the low side. Tries to pass. Hood holds him off. Turn number 2, Pretty gets to the edge of Hood. Hood holds him off. Pretty to the top side of turn number 3. Stays to the outside line out of 4. Hood cuts him off out of 4. 2 to go. Joseph Hunt in third. Billy Brown still in fourth. White flag going to come out this time around. Hood over Pretty with 1 to go. Backstretch and turn number 3 coming up. Pretty digs to the high outside. Hood stays low. Out of 4, it's going to be Brandon Hood. Going green again, folks. Here we go. 77W Weston Abbey up front. Followed up by the R12 Flying Ryan Powers. Here comes the 26 of Dean Abbey. Caution. Caught in the mix there. The 96 there, folks, the Kevin Manning. Dean Abbey, Terry Dumas. Here comes Dennis Bissonette as well. Sorry, folks, the 26 Leroy Barnard in 5th right now. Terry Dumas now up to 4th. Kevin Manning in second. Weston Abbey in third. Flying Ryan Powers in first. Side by side, Abbey and Powers. We got a caution on the track. Green flag is up. Here we go. Dumas now side by side with Abbey in third. On the back door of Manning, Powers still leads it. Manning now up to second. Dumas in third. Weston Abbey falling to fourth. The number 25, Greg Hammett, on his tail. White flag comes out, 1 to go. Weston Abbey now back in front of Dumas. Dumas trying to get position. Back straightaway, Powers, Manning, Abbey, and Dumas. Leroy Barnard having issues with his car, can't figure out what. Checker flag gonna fly for the R18 Flying Ryan Powers. Back to green, folks. Back to green flag racing. Here we go. Smoke pouring out of the 51W car. Blake Worm starting to move in. 33K of Baker gets caught up with Brenda Edwards in turn number 3. And she's going to stay in it. We're going to keep it green, folks. Burgess, Abbey, side by side out of 4. Burgess holds him off for now. Cross flags are out. We are 5 down and 5 to go. Dumas in 3rd. Parker in 4th. Devin Burgess, Jeffrey Abbey, a back and forth battle. Burgess still holds him off. Jeffrey looking for the right opportunity. Two laps to go, 2 laps to go. Devin Burgess. White flag going to come out this time around. 1 to go for Devin Burgess. Burgess finally pulls away from Abbey long enough. Going into the checker flag, the 2M, Devin Burgess.